Every sign in the sky has a ruler. One of them is the moon itself. Kavita worked in HR by day and managed her small stock portfolio in the quiet hours after her daughter fell asleep. Her laptop would glow on the kitchen counter under a single light above the stove, while the rest of the house was completely dark and still. She had noticed something odd about her own trading lately, though she had never actually said it aloud to anyone. Some weeks, she felt sharp, decisive, and entirely unbothered by red numbers on her screen. Other weeks, the smallest dip in her portfolio felt deeply personal. It felt heavier than it logically should. Her sister, who was visiting for the weekend, caught her staring at the screen on one of those exact evenings. Kavita looked far more tired than the numbers alone could explain. "You look like the market took something personal from you," her sister said gently. Kavita sighed. "I do not even know why today feels this heavy." Her sister, who had been reading a lot about Vedic astrology lately, sat down right beside her. "Can I ask what sign the moon is in today?" Among the 12 zodiac signs, Karka, which is Cancer, holds a truly rare distinction. It is the only sign ruled entirely by the moon itself, rather than by one of the other planets. The moon governs the mind, our emotions, our deepest memories, and our foundational sense of home and belonging. So, when we say Cancer is completely moon-ruled, it means this specific sign carries the moon's own nature in its absolute purest form. It is highly sensitive, protective, and deeply responsive to everything around it. Here is the soul-level mechanism. The moon moves much faster than any other classical planet, shifting signs roughly every 2.5 days. And wherever it travels, it colors the emotional undertone of the day. It affects individual people, and by extension, it alters the collective psychological mood that moves modern markets. This is exactly why some financial astrologers pay incredibly close attention to the moon's daily transit. It is not because it dictates the market's direction outright. Rather, it is because it shapes the market's emotional weather. It influences the general sentiment, the sudden nervousness, and the collective mood operating beneath the raw numbers. The karmic dimension here is deeply reassuring. Your bad trading day is not always a reflection of your decisions or your intelligence. Sometimes it is simply the moon's passing mood and your own mood shifting together. Consider this timing wisdom. On days when the emotional weather of the moon feels heavy, the wisest move you can make is often the smallest one. Observe more and react less. For Kavita, that evening, it was not really about tracing the moon's exact mathematical position. It was simply the immense relief of realizing that her sudden heaviness was not a personal failure at all. It was just a passing wave of emotional weather, like any other storm that moves through. Even the sky has its moods. Perhaps that is exactly why the moon rules the one sign built entirely of feeling.